Are you tired of wasting time looking for an appointment setting offer, which is not a scam? I have worked on more than 2 dozen offers over different industries, and I know what works and what doesn't. By the end of this video, if you ever catch yourself thinking, is this offer too good to be true? You're gonna know for sure. If you wanna find out how you can spot the scams, let's dive into it. The first thing I wanna make clear here is that appointment setting and the ability to close deals is the only skill you need to make money online or even in any industry. You cannot downplay this skill set. Once you become resilient and used to getting rejected and used to presenting your offers even when all hope seems lost, you have a skill set that can make you billions of dollars. All it takes is figure out what industry you would like to apply this skill set to. I would advise you to get into as many offers as you possibly can. Don't worry about getting scammed when you first get into appointment setting, especially when you're new to the closing role or new to appointment setting role. Don't worry about getting scammed yet. Here's why. You want to be able to work on your interviewing skills so that you can ace those interviews and then figure out what exactly the offers are on the back end. Every job posting has fancy descriptions and all the money you're going to be making, but then when you're inside the company and you're inside the offer, that's when you figure out the truth. Even if a job is a scam and you can't even ace the interview process, you're not even going to find out if it's a scam or not. So I would implore you to get really good at acing your interviews and not worrying about if you're getting scammed upfront, especially as a beginner. And I'm saying this because if you can sell someone else's offer, you can absolutely sell your own offer. Start your own business. Present your own service and offering. Here is the first thing you should look out for to determine if an appointment setting offer is a scam or not. If someone tells you you're going to be making 100 to 200 calls a day, okay, I know there are lots of gigs out there looking for cold callers, DM setters, appointment setters, and they will tell you, hey, you gotta make 80 calls a day, 100 calls a day to prospects. Usually, those are scams. If no one else on the team is currently doing what you're doing and succeeding with it, you're definitely getting scammed. Just imagine if a team leader, is there to inspire you and motivate you, and they say you go make 100 calls, but then they themselves are not making 100 calls, or no one else on the team is making 100 calls and succeeding and showing you the truth of what they're doing, you're actually getting scammed. And many companies online are like this. They split up the employees. You don't have that great interaction with each other, so you don't really know the reality of what's going on. You're just there, excited, bright-eyed, looking at the money you're about to make, just to realize, it's not really what it was painted out to be. You should try your best to get behind the offers, ace the interview and then get behind the offers and then figure out what else is going on behind the offers. So try the gig out, just try it out. If someone says make 100 calls a day, try it out. Just give it a shot. Why not? For a day or two, give it a shot. And then quickly you're gonna figure out if it's a scam or not. And here's why. Because the companies that are legitimate and have great offers are easy to sell to prospects. If a company has great marketing, they have a great reputation, they don't need you to be the best salesperson to sell that offer. The offer just kind of sells itself, especially when they have great marketing. However, a lot of companies online which are trying to hire you as a fresh appointment setter or intermediate experienced appointment setter are trying to take advantage of you because they know that first, they don't have the best marketing. They can't even market themselves, and they want you to be the person to test out their offers to as many people as possible to market their offers for them. And many a times they can just leave you dry. You work for them for 2 weeks, and then by the end of the 2 weeks, ghosted. They just vanish. That happens a lot often in this type of industry. Pay attention to the level of ease with which you're able to market your offer or sell your offers on the phone to your prospects. If they're responding to your offer a lot more favorably, that's a sign of something good, especially if they say make 100 calls a day. Why not? You might, most likely sell a lot of those offers. But if it's hard, like you're pulling teeth and the offer doesn't really resonate with the prospect, no one else is doing the offer on the team, you're actually being used to just test out if something is going to work or not, which happens a lot in this industry. The second thing to watch out for is this offer very easy to understand? If you're not able to understand the offer as easily as possible, you're actually getting scammed. A lot of companies out there are just trying to test out what works in the market. You know, they have an idea of what they can potentially do. They go on Upwork to look for people who are inexperienced or people who have some sales experience to kind of market their products for them, knowing fully well that they have no clients under their belt. If someone is pitching you, let's say a company which is trying to hire you, if they're pitching you an offer which just doesn't make sense, as in it's not very easy to understand that offer, you're kind of getting scammed. I would tell you, just get away. Don't even waste your time trying to get on the back end of it. You're most likely getting scammed off that. Third thing you should look out for is the size of the team. Many times when there's a big team, the likelihood of you being scammed is actually less, because you can go out there, make connections with as many people as possible on the team to figure out what exactly is going on the back end, right? But if you're on a team and it's just the founder of the company, a sales manager, and then you as the appointment setter, you're the one being used. The bigger the team, the more likelihood that you can make friends, and ask them questions, because not everyone on the team is satisfied. There are some dissatisfied people on the team. You kind of want to get an objective view of what exactly is going on in the company, because when you're being hired or when you see the job posting, a lot of them will tell you about how much money you're going to be making with on-target earnings, OTE, which is the biggest scam thing people came up with. On-target earnings mean whatever they have projected to be your capacity and what you should have done. That's what they're projecting as what you're going to be making. And then you get in the company and you realize you're barely making 25% of the on-target earnings. And you can't blame anybody, because if you blame the company, they say, hey, you didn't do your work. You didn't do it as well. And that's why you did not make the earnings that we promised. But most importantly, if you're a beginner, I'm telling you, don't worry about being scammed. Just worry about acing your interviews. Because if something is a scam, you're not even going to have the chance to get on the back end to figure it out. And if you can find a way to get into as many offers as possible because you have great interview skills, now you also have some type of experience with you learning about different offers out there, where eventually you can now create your own offer and sell your offer, because you've had experience looking at all the offers out there which could be viable. So if you like this type of content, I want you to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon.